Today I'm going to be talking all about how we can go from coping to thriving. So let's get started. "2020's been one hell of a strange year, hasn't it? The pandemic, the lockdown after lockdown, the tremendous uncertainty about everything that's going on in every aspect of our lives, whether that be our personal lives, our work lives, our social lives. Everything that's happened this year has been a complete turnaround from everything that we've known before. The key thing though is it's been a huge challenge for our resilience. With my colleagues at the Changemaker Group, we think of resilience in a very specific way. In fact, we talk about the difference between stress and strain. So stress is that thing that it's on a bit of a continuum. We're all surrounded by stress, whether it be the light or the sound or the general day-to-day activity that we're involved in. It can cause all sorts of levels of stress. But it's when that stress turns into strain that we have a real challenge. And resilience is how well we do at keeping the stress levels under control and not letting them develop to the point where they become strain for us. That's what our resilience is all about. So in some respects, it's what my colleague Van der North calls our bounce back ability. If we've got a great level of bounce back ability, we don't get from stress to strain. We stay in a level of stress that we feel we can cope with. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about coping today. Coping is really that level of working out how well we're doing on that stress scale. And that's what 2020 seems to have been all about. How well are we coping? Well, that's a really important question, and it's one that we've talked about a lot. We've worked with a lot of our clients on this in terms of, have they got their coping strategies in place? But as 2020 draws to a close and we start to think about what's ahead of us, what could 2021 be like? Our minds need to shift a gear. We need to start to think about less just about how we're coping and more about how we're going to thrive. And that's the next thing that we need to be thinking about. As 2021 comes around, we don't just want to cope. We want to thrive. We want 2021 to be as good as it could possibly be. And that requires a new way of thinking. And that new way of thinking revolves around one 4-letter word that I really want us to think about as we get into a new mind frame, one about thriving, and that word is hope. And as you would have guessed, hope is an acronym. So let's get going. H for honouring today. I don't want you to wander around in some haze thinking I've got to be positive, I've got to be, got to cope, I've got to be everything for everyone. No, if you're not feeling great, you need to honour that. You need to recognise that so that you can work your way through it realistically. It's one of those occasions when I'm going to allow you to be realistic. So that's H, honour today. Honour how you feel. Recognise your feelings and emotions. Don't deny them. But also, don't get stuck there either. Once you've recognised it, say, okay, that's good. I got it. Now what? That's when we get to O. I want you to be open-minded to the possibilities. Absolutely anything is possible. Whether we see things negatively or whether we see them positively is irrelevant. Both have the potential to happen where we want to be so that we can be strongest, where we can act in a sense of real optimism is by just being open-minded. All of the possibilities are out there. If we close them down too soon, we're going to miss opportunities. P. Stay positive. A positive mind is more receptive to the opportunities that we just discussed. A positive mind looks at every situation and thinks, I wonder if, what if that was possible? So stay positive, because it's going to get you a lot further than any other emotion. And then E is all about energy. If you haven't got a sense of energy, if you haven't got a sense of urgency about things, then you're not really going to put your heart and soul into it. Energy gets you out of bed in the morning. Energy says, this is possible, that's possible, who do I need to talk to? Where can we go next? Energy is what's going to transform every single last thing that you think about doing. So, honour today, honour yourself, honour your emotions. Keep open-minded, stay positive, and give it all the energy you've got. Hope could really, truly underpin a fantastic 2021 for you. So with that in mind, let's make 2021 the best year ever. Let's hope for a brilliant future where all of our lives are enriched by the positivity of those around us. If this message has resonated, hit the like button, subscribe, we're here every week, and share the message as widely as possible. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.